What's up, Happiest Hour? I hope, yeah, there you guys are. Welcome here. It's the Wednesday show. I always feel like the Tuesday show is like everybody's done with Monday, and Tuesday they're finally like, oh, we're in the week. And then the Wednesday show is like, it's the week is already going, and they're just like, oh, God damn it. And then the Thursday show is people are like, we're ready for the weekend, but we still have to work tomorrow, so I can't stay out. I can't do anything tonight. And we get a huge, there's like a lot of energy for the Thursday show. And then the Friday, and then we might not even do a show on Friday because people are just out doing things. I feel like summer hours, just no show on Friday. But the Wednesday show is like the hump day show. This is the day where people bring their energy to the Happiest Hour. That's why I was late. I was working late because I got shit I got to do. Lord knows this isn't paying the bills yet, or maybe ever, maybe ever at all. But you know who is paying the bills? the hardest working man in show business, the man himself, the myth, the legend. Let's give it up for Lancey Joe, everybody.
Hi, everyone.
Yay!
Man, this hour is happy.
This hour is happy, man. We're in it today. We're in it.
You're in it.
I gotta share this video, dude. Sharing on my wall. We got to get the professional version of. We got to get the professional version of Switchboard. You know what I mean? Switchboard.
Is this video of you swinging a damn mace? We've seen it.
No, I mean, I'm just saying, it's what the casual viewer needs to understand is that this is a complicated, for some reason, this whole setup, the broadcasting setup is there's a lot of moving parts. You know what I mean? I didn't think I'd have to do math out of high school. You know what I mean? I didn't take like an engineering course, but trying to fit all these parts together on the cloud is just like, you know what I mean? I feel like I'm like weaving mysticism in space or something. I can't touch any of these things, It's just completely weird. So I'm trying to share this thing on my wall right now, and then start a watch party so everybody can watch it. There we go. This is the Happiest Hour, the most professional show in the city of Chicago. You know who's professional, and I don't mind saying it, even though for some reason I feel like I'm disliked by this group of people, is James Webb and the People of Comedy Network. They do a really good job on their live streams. Do you watch any of them? Like the Hood Nerds or the Real OGs or any of those shows that the People of Comedy Network, Dale McPeak's show about Everybody Hates You, the one that I was on.
I haven't seen any of that.
James,
I do know that all those guys involved in that are really funny, so it makes sense.
Dude, that whole group of people is so funny, and James Webb does a really good job. Honestly, disappointingly, I think that whole group of people fucking can't stand me, but I love them, so I don't know what that says. Maybe that's another one for our sponsor BetterHealth.com to have to deal with. Maybe I should take that one over there or something. But I think they're hilarious, and James has a great setup, man, in his in his studio there.
I haven't heard anybody say that they didn't like you, but then again, I just like on Facebook in real life, I'm a narcissist, so I'm only thinking about what I'm thinking about. I look at my own Facebook page, I look at my own face in the mirror, and then I'm like, unless their podcast is popping up on my forehead, I don't see it.
I got a big fan of the show. Andrew Lawson has joined. Just want to say hello to Andrew. We all love you, buddy. We're going to get some t-shirts, Andrew, and I'll send you the link so you can get one. It's just going to be the symbol. You see it there in the corner. That's going to be it. It's going to be that on the t-shirt. And you can pick it up for, I don't know what we'll charge. Probably
$99.95.
$99.95 each. Just under a clean Benjamin. Just under a clean Mr. Franklin, sir. This is gonna be quick catch up today, man. I mean, it's a rather stressful week for me for a whole bunch of day job reasons, which is lame, but what can you do?
Boo.
I know, man. I know. Well, you're gonna have a stressful time coming up for things we can't talk about yet, I think.
We can't talk about it. We can't talk about this yet, but
it'll be stress. It'll be good stress.
I've started a cycle of steroids, so I'm going to be ripped AF here soon. But I've got to go into the gym. Even though you're on steroids, you still got to go to the gym.
You got to. Have you guys noticed how much more aggressive Lancey's been on this show lately? He's been staring into the camera like when Brian Rose talking, ready to put his fist through it.
I did see a little bit of yesterday's episode, and I did feel like I was mean mugging at times, but that was because my connection was bad yesterday. I don't know. My mom was in there like streaming Netflix and Hulu at the same time. So,
mom's in there streaming Netflix and Hulu. What was she doing? What's she watching? What are her shows?
Well,
By the way, I just noticed this is a naked mic, so I can't stand it. So I'm gonna put this dude back on it while you're talking. Go ahead.
oh, you got to be Corona careful right now. It'll grow on a mic untouched. It will just grow on that mic.
I don't want to have. I don't want to have. If anything is growing on this mic, I want it to be Tecate, not Corona.
Go, hey, Corona, find your beach. Or go to the beach and Corona will find a yo ass. Best joke I've ever written.
Find yo ass.
You got to end it
by
with
the way,
yo ass.
Check this out. Check out my Big Mood hat. Big Mood.
Nice.
Got this
That's
made.
what it says. I can't really.
Yeah. If you guys, friends of the show, I'll probably be wearing it for a while. If you guys on the show want to get one of these, make a comment. We'll figure out a way to do that. But Lancey, I went to an open mic with Brian Rowe last night.
You know, before we get into that, while you're speaking of T-shirts and hats, what we need to do is auction off our game worn accoutrement to the show. So you can actually get the actual hat that Brendan's wearing, or my tie, or whatever.
Hat. You can get the tie that Lancey wore to the '92 Bulls championship right here. He was on the side. He was courtside. You know what I mean? Looking dapper. He wasn't playing. That's why he was dressed up.
But, I mean, if you want that picture in the back, this is my mom's picture. But I'll send it to you. I don't care. If she's watching right now, she's going to be like, what? You
what,
are not.
Lancey? Why are you? What?
I'll yank a knot in your tail.
Yank a knot in your tail. Rachel said hello. Rachel, it is late where you are. We got the usual suspects. Tuning in here. We got Pete. We got Rachel. We got Andrew Lawson. I'm sure Ernest Sophia is going to be turning up sooner or later. A few people tuning in. It's probably my mother. Your mom doesn't watch the show, does she?
I don't think so.
I love that Brian Rowe's mom watched him on the show and
that's
messaged him on Instagram. Was like, you look so good, Brian.
Well, on the Lancey Joan Venmo show, she watched. I think she watched maybe one or two episodes. Like she popped in for a couple episodes of that, and then she called me on the phone. She goes, "So what's the point of that?" I'm like, you don't understand me at all, do you?
What's the point of dancing, mother? It's the same thing. It's the same thing. What's the point of going and hitting a tennis ball to yourself? You know what I mean? At a tennis court. It's the same. It's all. What are we doing? You know? Why does anyone do anything? I gotta say hello to my relative Stephen Elner, who's tuning in. He said good morning. Steve, you're up late, man. You gotta work. You gotta get up for work in 6 hours. I don't know. What are you doing? And by the way, I know it was Alice's birthday, I think, recently. So happy birthday. I think I missed messaging you guys that. Sorry about that. It's been a strange time. The book is getting published. I got to mention this. I don't think I got a chance to mention it on the air yet. Book, The Power Bible by William Petit and the Third and Brendan Lemon, forward by James Altucher. James Altucher, friend of the show, subscriber. He's a wonderful man. He interviewed somebody really famous today. Andrew Yang, presidential candidate. Really? Andrew Yang was on James Altucher's show today, which is pretty cool. You guys should check that out, the James Altucher show. Anyway, it looks like a real-ass book. What'd you say?
Did he released a movie recently?
Yang?
No, James Altucher.
He did. Yeah, he did. He actually just released a movie. It's on It's gonna be on Amazon Prime, but there's a link on my. I should put it in the. Should put it in the show notes here. He actually put out a movie that you can check out at some place anyway. Also, Sarah Biggs Elner. You guys are both up late. You guys are. Come on. You know what I mean? These are parents who never sleep. These two, my relatives. Sorry, Lance. Yeah, he did put out a movie, and the whole thing. I don't want this whole show to become me just talking about all the damn books I've written and shit. But it is cool. This one's I've been on it for 2 years, and this one predates the other two books. Been working on it the longest, and it looks like a real ass book. The whole thing was pretty cool. It was designed by a friend of the show, Dylan Soul, who never comments but does tune in. And I'm pretty proud of it. I did the whole layout for the whole thing. It's been a lot of work, and it's going to be out next month. So
that's great.
I
can't
just got
wait
those
to read
prints.
it.
Yeah, I just got those prints. I'm super stoked about it.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm proud of you, Brendan, for
Thanks,
getting that
buddy.
done.
Just another reason for Chicago to hate me.
Hate is gonna hate. Love is gonna love.
That's true. That's true, man. Oh man. Steven said he'll mention to Alice that I mentioned her. Good.
So okay, I interrupted you earlier. You did a mic yesterday. You
did an open mic yesterday, and I'm happy to report back, Lance, that the atmosphere of despair and ill humor and meaninglessness has not left open mics due to coronavirus.
Good.
If anything, you might think, wait, hold on a second. You might think in the time of COVID, it has to be the case that people with good humor must get together to try to entertain one another to the best of their abilities. And I'm here to proudly tell you that is not true. It is when Hillary Clinton referred to Trump supporters as deplorables, if she had only known open micers, that word would have been poorly used to describe Trump supporters, because there's only one group of deplorables we know of, and that is open micers, my friend.
They are the definition. If you look up deplorable, it has a sign up sheet for an open mic on there.
There's a 1 drink minimum in order to get onto the deplorable show. You gotta show up. You can buy a PBR for $2.75. You know
If we were still doing 20 by 9, which by the way is if y'all tuned in before, y'all might know what it was, but it's where Brendan and I were trying to do 9 months of comedy every night. It was very ambitious, and it shut the world down. And
God had to send the coronavirus to stop that project.
Yes. Anyways, we had the opportunity to start a bunch of shows. Like, of course, these shows aren't big time, but we were able to name a lot of shows. And I think we should have named one the Adorable Deplorables.
That would have been a great one. The Adorable Deplorables. I had written. So here's the thing. I have months of jokes that I've written and not been able to do on stage. And I finally got to do some of them, and I was pretty happy, actually. Some of them worked out pretty well. But I want to read you the ones that that did not work. Actually, this one did work. I don't know
from yesterday, right?
From yesterday, yeah. So these are the ones that I read that did not work. These are the jokes that I got up and read.
Let's fix these right now. Y'all comment too. Comment in the comment section if you got something good to tell Brendan about one of these jokes.
And some of these, it's sad because some of these I actually really liked, and I'm disappointed that they didn't work. Okay, so here we got one of them. Hey Lance, let me ask you a quick question. What happened to the opiates? Pretty easy. I opiate them. So fucking dumb. This is pretty good. These are all bad, by the way. I feel embarrassed. I feel like I have to continue saying that to everybody watching. All right, here we go.
They'll find out.
They're going to find out real quick. Yeah. I don't know if you guys know this, but the HR department stands for Hurry Run. So
okay.
stupid.
There's something there.
All right. Not really.
There's something there.
I was forced to say, you'll like this one. I was forced to stop creating companies. I wanted to keep creating companies. I was forced to stop. I was entrepreneured.
Okay, you're getting there. That would involve.
Can you believe these didn't get laughs? Here we go. It's weird because when you're in the office and you're always working, it's like being at sea. You know what I mean? That's why it's called salesmanship. It's so stupid, dude. I wrote these all on one card. I was like, I'm gonna burn all of these at one time. I don't know where you want to work, but I think Lego is a great place to have a career if you can. God damn it! Hold on. Lego's a great place to work if you can build a career there. That was the joke. I couldn't even. I wrote career twice, which is why it's part of the reason it didn't work. The other part is that it's not funny. So that's a big
something to
one.
do with it. You got to fit in there or something.
Yeah. One regulation change in Chicago, and a drug dealer's career goes up in smoke. That's a pretty good one. I think I told you that one when I wrote it.
What is that again?
I said one regulation change legalizing weed in Chicago, and every drug dealer's career goes up in smoke. Pretty bad. Pretty lame. I mean, let me tell you, these are not shooting stars. You know what I mean? The best part of this sequence is this is maybe the highest number of watchers we've had in an episode. We've got double digits on some of these channels, which is great. Pete Weishaupt is probably loving this, by the way. Here we go. 2020. This is awful. 2020 is the worst year. Plague, riots. I mean, things are so bad that Vegas is taking bets on which is next, famine or locusts.
There's definitely something there.
I like that one. I like all of them, but you got to kill your darlings. You know what I mean? I'm glad I went to college. I took on college like I take on running marathons. I approach them in the same way, okay? When I run a marathon, I go up to the starting line, and then I take out a $100,000 loan.
I like that.
Oh, this is pretty good, actually. Here we go. Are you musical? Let me ask you this question. Are you musical? Do you play instruments?
Yeah. I play
Well, you
guitar.
were a DJ.
That too. And
I mean, that's impressive.
and I play the field pretty hard. I'm married to the game, but I play the field.
I love that my cousin Sarah said these are barely whelming. No, these are not even close to whelming. These are far from it. Here we go. It's because I'm not musical. I don't play an instrument or anything like that. And I wish I was. I wish somebody had pushed me to do that. In essence, I wish I had Asian parents growing up.
I always wish that, like, I would be more in shape if I would have had a receding hairline.
More in shape you look like Jason Statham or something.
Can I please go bald so I get in the gym?
You know how stupid it is to be a white man with hair in a gym? God damn.
I'm over 6 foot tall. I haven't even attempted a career. Can I please have something hindering me to
I
overcome?
updated my Tinder profile and I said I'm 6'15". And the number of matches that I've gotten, it truly makes you depressed. 6'15", this guy. I love that all the UK watchers and European watchers are like 6'15". You know what blows my mind? In the UK,
that's like 18 quid.
What is the translation from foot to stone? That's what I want to know. Somebody needs to make a measurement in terms of yard stones. It's like foot-pounds of torque. This car engine can produce 2,700 yard stones of torque. Oh my gosh!
Yeah, they actually use the word stone.
Stone. I think it's like 6 pounds, right? Something like that. But then pounds is also the unit of monetary measurement. So this whole thing, it's almost like, let's call the whole thing off. You know what I mean? What am I talking about? This is one I'm proud of. And I want to say this because I opened with this. And I think this is so funny. I walked up on stage and grabbed the mic and said, who else is excited to vote in the last presidential election?
That's good.
I haven't seen Joe Biden in so long. It's more like he's Joe Biden his time. I haven't seen Joe Biden. I've been seeing nothing but Joe Biden accusers. You know what I mean? But I haven't seen about that in a while. So it's more like Joe bribing his accusers. I don't know. All right. Anyway, you can see how much of that joke had been written by the time I got up there. Rachel says 14 pounds in a stone. What? 14? Goodness. Why would anybody need to measure 14, exactly 14 pounds? Doesn't that seem odd?
It has to do with serfdom.
Oh my God. What? How did America keep feet and miles and pounds and then miss stones? You know what I mean? Like, how did we keep one of those insane units of measurement from medieval times and then miss that one?
It just doesn't keep well.
There's not a lot of shelf life on a stone.
No.
Well, anyway, those are some of the jokes that I worked on there at that open mic, and it was a fun time. It was good one. Couple good ones on there.
Let's see here. I've got some jokes here. Arrow, have you ever heard I was looking up inspirational quotes, and it said, aerodynamically, a bumblebee shouldn't fly. This is supposed to be inspiring. You just fat shaming insects? I'm not doing this. You know what? You're canceled to me. If you're gonna fat shame an insect,
that's bullshit,
I
man.
swear.
Wait until they see Lizzo. Not cool. I mean, she can't fly either, but
on that same website,
Bumblebee is the Lizzo of the insect world, I suppose. The bumblebee.
Lizard. Lizard.
All right,
Lizard
anyway,
people.
sorry. Go ahead.
It's not about what happens, Brendan. It's about how you react to it. Okay? It's not about what happens, it's about how you react to it. How am I supposed to react to these 6 DUIs? Am I supposed to act surprised? How do you react to that? It's not about what happened, okay? Just get off my back.
I'm choosing to live authentically. These are authentic DUIs. Look, nobody was hurt.
Yeah, I guess if you react a different way, it's like a DWI. No one knows the difference between the two, but
the name for the show should have been DU Guys.
DU Guys. I got that. I feel bad, Brendan, that I'm bringing out. I'm like sifting through these as I look at them. You were just hitting them with all. You were hitting us with all the ones that didn't work yesterday.
Oh man,
you really put yourself out there. So
oh man, I got some other ones that I can tell you that didn't work. I mean, they're just so. Some of them are just so awful. Oh, this one I actually do like. Hold on a second. Let me take this thing off. COVID has taken so much from us. You know what I mean? A lot of people couldn't go on vacations this year. It's annoying. You got to wear a mask everywhere. I think it's ridiculous you got to wear a mask everywhere because I can't tell who's Asian and who's not anymore. That's like, am I going to flirt with this person or not? What am I going to do here? Come on. You don't know what direction that joke could have gone.
Did you do that one yesterday?
Oh, yeah.
I could see people like getting a little tense on that one.
I mean,
because it involves race or something.
Yeah, because a white person mentioned race. I mean, that's.
And moreover, it involves not wearing a mask. People, wear your damn mask. Lance, I ain't gonna tell you again. My mom.
You should have seen that rant. Pete remembers. Pete remembers the big rant I did. Oh, I gotta get this one. I love this one. Actually, this one got a laugh. Now it's gonna fall flat. Now that we're listening to it. Did you see the season of Unsolved Mysteries that just came out on Netflix? Did you see that?
I did not watch it. I saw it was on there. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so here's the thing. It's crazy to me because there's like all these episodes, right? But the biggest unsolved mystery of the season of Unsolved Mysteries was, why wasn't there an Unsolved Mystery episode about who really killed Jeffrey Epstein? That's like, That's the unsolved mystery of unsolved mysteries, is how somebody missed that. Should have been an episode of Unsolved Mysteries about how Unsolved Mysteries missed that unsolved mystery.
Or an unsolved mystery on how you're still attempting to pull this joke out. There's another unsolved mystery. Why?
The biggest unsolved mystery of unsolved mysteries. I love that. My favorite thing to do for a while.
Then it becomes a demonstrative joke. A demonstrative.
I used to do a lot of demonstrative jokes until that Catholic priest exorcised the demon out of me. Now none of my jokes are demonstrative. What a stupid... That's so ridiculous.
That's the best one.
I noticed that people stopped commenting now that whenever we go into these jokes, this is when people really...
Do you understand how hard it is to type when you're laughing your ass off? It's like,
I can't even stand Brendan. It's so funny. Goodness gracious. Oh, man.
I put a semicolon. I was trying to hit the K.
Oh, that's so funny. Good. Thanks you for bringing that up, Lance. Yeah, man, I did. That was a fun time though. It was good to get back in front of people and just kind of whatever, just do the open mic thing. I probably won't be a hell of a lot more of those because I think it's gonna get worse before it gets better. Unfortunately, into the fall, I think it's gonna be really, really weird. The U.S. passing 1,000 deaths from coronavirus today. That was cool. 1,000 in one day. Come on, 24 hours, 200 an hour. 400 an hour.
Coronavirus has set more records in Florida than Dan Marino.
I know who that is. That's how...
He played in Florida, remember?
Well, I mean, I remember he played for the Dolphins, and the only reason I know that is because of...
Ace Ventura.
Ace Ventura, Pet Detective.
Laces out, Dan.
If it was tied to a comedy reference, I would absolutely know it. But otherwise, poof. Good luck.
Okay,
Brendan Lemon.
Tell me if this one makes sense. They say don't overuse exclamation points because it means less when you have to make a point. I don't use commas or periods or any of that stuff. I just let it that way. When I have something good to say, people will pay attention. I just write letters randomly.
That's how people used to do it when writing was invented. There wasn't any punctuation. There wasn't even spaces. People just write words straight across.
There was no punctuation. Everybody was late as hell.
They just showed up whenever. When people had to meet up.
What happened? We write sentences?
When people had to meet up in the day, they had to guess. They would just say things like, after the third moon of the year, we will meet at the whatever passage. And then people just had to wait to see if they showed up. We've been here for days. I don't know what moon it is anymore. They said after the third moon. Does it mean the day after the third moon? Or does it mean the week after the third moon? We got to stay here the whole time. They didn't have a watch. But also, in their defense, there was a lot less going on, just period. So you're not really missing anything,
Period. And they didn't have that, by the way. There was no periods.
That's true. There was no periods. Oh, Pete. Here we go. Pete's making comments. Pete Weishaupt, he lights it up, man. He stirs the pot. He's a guy who gets in there. You know what I mean? He tweets at people. Pete tweets at everybody. He doesn't even give a shit, man. Pete tweets. Pete tweets. He goes right after him. I got a lot of respect for a guy like that. He shows no fear in the face of Twitter. I'm terrified of Twitter. I don't want Twitter. I thought about quitting social media, except I think I might be in 2020. I'm afraid I might be angry at the wrong thing.
Well, the Democratic National Convention.
What if I get? What if I get into a conversation? I start talking about child trafficking, but actually I'm supposed to be angry at something that Kanye West said. That could be. Right. I could be in a bad situation.
Yeah, you got to know. You got to know. I moved to Chicago right before I left Chicago, rather, I got pulled over in my car for turning. I was in Logan Square and I got a ticket for turning without a virtue signal. I could, yeah, I had to do some time there, and I was 12 of my peers voted me guilty in the court of public opinion.
So I got pulled over on my way back to Chicago from Michigan, and the cop asked me into his car. He just asked me back into the car. He just was like, just come on back and sit in the cop car with me. And I was like, do you want me to get in the... I thought I was like, am I getting arrested? I had no idea what was going on. He's like, no, you can just sit up in the front of the car. And I was like, okay. And so I sat up in the front of the car, and he starts just asking me all these different questions about stuff. And he's like, I pulled you over because you changed lanes erratically, which is bullshit. There's no way that happened. And then out of nowhere, he just goes, hey, what's the weed situation in Michigan? And I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, what's the weed situation like? And I'm like, what do you expect me to say to you, officer? What's the weed situation? It's awesome, dude.
So he was in Chicago. Wait, he was in Illinois.
He was in Indiana. He was in Indiana. Sorry, that was the missing. Okay. That was right. Sorry, that was the missing point of this story. I was driving down 94 back to Chicago from Michigan, and I got pulled over on 94 in Indiana, and an Indiana cop asked me what the weed situation was like in Michigan. That's what he asked me, and I was like, "It's dank, bro." He was like, do you have any on you? And I'm like, no, I don't. And if I did, why would I tell you? Like,
right.
That's just madness to me, these guys.
You should have said, wait, are you a cop?
Are you a cop, officer?
You got to tell me if you are.
You have to tell me if you are one, though.
It's entrapment.
For real, though. Oh, you almost got me. Like, what?
I don't know what the weed situation is, officer. I'm on so much Percocet, I'm not really privy to anything else going on.
Officer, I'm not really a weed guy. I'm kind of more like a meth guy.
Did you see today that the Supreme Court ruled that Trump cannot arrange the toilet paper over the top anymore? They actually told him he's got to do it underneath like this. The Supreme Court said it, though. It's right.
He was bragging about how he passed the exam, the whatever. He's like, yeah, I can function. What? Yeah, I don't have any mental decline. I can function. Yeah, a doctor put out a tray with shapes and colors, and I matched them. What the fuck? Pretty much a genius. Pretty much aced it. It's tremendous. I did a tremendous job. Fantastic. Some people don't know what a star is. I know what your president knows what a star is. I circled it. I heard they said good boy.
Did you see that he said that schools would be a big mess if they don't get open soon? Yeah. Schools are going to be a big mess. See, that's the problem with this weak ass generation. Okay, in my day, we didn't need a pandemic for schools to be a big mess. Okay, we had it messed up, and we didn't even need a pandemic.
We didn't need a pandemic. Damn it.
Weak ass generation.
I don't know, right? We skipped school, and we didn't have the excuse of a threatening illness. Bullshit. Oh, my God. Well, Lancey, we should hit this one early, man. What's going on the Lancey John Venmo show? You having a guest or just straight up just going back to review the episode?
Yeah, my guest today is Lancey Joe from 100 episodes ago. That's my guest. So that's it. That's who we'll interview, and possibly somebody else. I'm not sure who's on episode. I think we're on episode 115, so we'll look at episode 15 and make fun of that Lancey Joe for whatever he's wearing or whatnot.
Well, buddy, it was good chatting with you. Everybody, thanks for tuning in. We'll be back tomorrow. At that time, it'll be accurate at 6:30 Eastern, 3:30 Pacific, and 11:30 GMT. Peace. Take care. Bye, Lance.
Bye.